Hello and welcome to Watch Dogs on my i5-4670K and a GTX 760. Show you the settings. We're right into this. Textures are on high. I basically just got it to what it defaulted to. And if you remember, if you watched me back when this game came out, it ran like arsh. Ran like absolute arsh. Like it never ran well for me, but yeah, it still doesn't run amazingly, let's be honest. And the game looks like shit still. Now, I had a big problem where when I was driving we got huge stutter problems, so let's see if we still get it. This is the first time I booted up the game with this hardware. Oh god, trying to drive a mouse and keyboard. Haven't done that in a while. I don't seem to be getting the stutter anymore. I don't know if that's because of the new processor or of the fact that they've maybe fixed it. Now, Watch Dogs. One of the most overhyped games ever. And, but I ended up still kind of liking it. I was not impressed with it when I first played it, but I stuck with it, and by the end of it, I ended up quite liking it. I kind of got into it, and but yeah, I don't think there's any way around it. It still was a disappointment. There's no way around it, but it's still a solid open world, fun kind of game. I mean, it's not as bad as Assassin's Creed Unity, and I think it's kind of on the same level as Far Cry 4, personally, on the enjoyment level. Is there any screen tearing? There might be, I'm not sure. My main problem with the game is it just looks bland as fuck. It looks so ugly in you know, at night in the rain it looks really nice, but everywhere else it looks really just kind of bleh. Oh yeah, there's screen tearing everywhere. We'll turn VSync on. See what that does. We're gonna lock your frame rate to 30 because we're Ubisoft. Try that. Did that help? Nope. Did that help? Nope. Well then, you're gonna have to deal with it for a little bit. Because Ubisoft games hate me when it comes to VSync. They hate me really badly. They just scream tearing everywhere for some reason. How do I change weapons? Nope. I saw a guy shooting. You know, he was just fucking shooting like this. It was crazy. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons are. Is it tab? There we go. Remember the controls being really awkward. Okay, let's start a big fight, blow some shit up. See how it goes. Okay, I still enjoyed the game. It was just so... I don't know. It took me about 10 hours to actually like it and to actually stick with it for that long. I guess you're like, why would you stick with a game that long you didn't actually like? But I ended up liking it in the end, so I guess that's what matters in the end, really, I guess. Bollocks. Bollocks. No. No. Can't remember what any of the buttons are. It's got really awkward controls. That's what I remember. Oh, fuck. I can't. Stop it. There we go. There we go. I mean, the game can still look quite nice when you blow up like a steam pipe, and you can like see that stuff. The hell? I didn't see you there. Oh bollocks! Dead. The game isn't really... You can't really go on like huge rampages like you could in GTA. Well, at least not as easily, I guess. I don't know, I ended up really quite liking the story. I thought it had a good ending, personally. I thought, you know, it didn't have that horrible sequel bait thing like Assassin's Creed did. And, I really like the ending, actually. The ending was really good. But, I mean, compare it to GTA 5. I mean, I personally think, other than the fact that GTA 5 was low resolution on the last-gen consoles, I still think GTA 5 looks better than this on like a 360 or PS3. I mean, it just looks so bland and soulless and lifeless in a way. And one of my a main problem I had with it was there were so many like unnecessarily padded missions in the game. There were just like there were some missions in the game, like main missions, that were like 2 seconds long. Like you drove, it took longer to drive to the mission starting area than to actually beat the mission sometimes. But there were some really standout missions in the game. But I was not impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with like the first quarter of the game. But other than that, I quite liked it. You know, you only had to play it for 10 hours for actually like it. I think if I wasn't, I was thinking of stopping playing it when I was recording it. I was like, if this doesn't get good soon, I'm just going to stop playing it. And then, finally, it started to pick up a bit. And I got into it. I think about on the 3rd day of playing it, 4th day of playing it. Oops. One thing I do like, I don't know how you do it. Here we go. It's got a cockpit view. I like that quite a lot. But now GTA 5 has that. So, yeah. So look, now when it starts to rain, if it goes night when it's raining, it looks really quite nice. But still, incredibly overhyped. One thing I will say, the game had awesome multiplayer. I really, 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 really liked the multiplayer. I played the multiplayer for I'd say a good amount of time, more than 10 hours, which is what I was only expected to play like an hour or 2 of it, but I actually played it for like a good solid weekend. Had a lot of fun with it. I don't know what it is with goddamn Ubisoft games and screen tearing. I could never goddamn... I either put VSync on and then it locks to 30, or I have VSync off and I get screen tearing. It's just... And yes, I know you go into the video control panel, you force it on, but the thing is, some games you need to force it on, some games you don't. It's like... Blah, blah, blah. And at least for me, the screen tearing isn't super noticeable. Wasn't there like a DLC for this that like no one bought? Yeah, look, the AK. The AK sounds like a BB gun. Oh, okay, of course. You die from like a... You go from like Assassin's Creed where you can jump off of like a 30-foot building and survive. And then in this you can survive like a 5-foot fall and that's about it. Oh no! So dangerous. Oh no. Okay, the explosions. The explosions look quite nice. I think the game was like the most fun when you were like sneaking around. You were in like... You were having fights in like these types of areas, small. Can I go in? Like having a fight in like here was really awesome. I mean, the game looks really quite nice here. It's got good... Like, if the game was completely set at night, I would say it looked quite nice. Let's play a quick game of multiplayer. Oh, let's see if anyone's playing multiplayer. That'll be interesting. So, how do we do that? I can't remember. This one? Now, I never played online free roam. I liked online race, online tailing, online hacking, and online decryption. That was my favourite. That was my favourite. We should do this. How do I do it? Are we doing it? Can we do it? Are we doing it? No, yes, no, maybe. How do I enter it? Oh, here we go. Forklift. Bask? No. I can't think the word. It's ruined now. It's ruined. The word is gone. The moment it's ruined. Ultimate power. Forklift moving. I am invincible. I don't know my own power. There were some moments in the game where you were like, yeah, this really comes together. And those moments kind of lift the game up a bit. Get in my BMW. Oh, skip the songs. Skip the songs. Turn it off. Copyright. You're a menace to society. I had quite a lot of fun just going around making cars crash. It's going to find anyone? I wonder if it will. And something just fell off of my desk. Oh my godness, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, it just popped out. See what I mean? Next gen experience. It doesn't feel like a big budget game, really. Well, I don't think we're going to find anyone because, oh well then. Well, I think we'll leave it there. As you can see, the game, it runs okay. It runs alright. You just got to try and fix the screen tearing. I'm sure I could fix it again. I just can't be arsed. But other than that, it runs alright now on this hardware. It doesn't run great still. You're never really going to be hitting 60. An average of 45, 50. Perfectly playable, but I don't know if graphically it warrants the frame rate. Doesn't really look that great. I mean, it's an alright game. If you can buy it on sale, I mean, if you can find it for, I don't know, £15, I'd say give it a go, because it can be quite fun. It's worth a playthrough. You know, it's got fun driving. I think the driving's fun. It's got good multiplayer if anyone is still playing it, but by the looks of it, it doesn't seem to be. It's got an interesting story, but keep in mind it'll take a while to pick up. So if you have the time to play through a kind of crappy third of a game to get to some of the good stuff, give it a go, I guess.